Talk Time with Little Scholars every Saturday. Come hear the scholars. We learn, we laugh, and we share our minds from peace building to technology, education, current affairs, and social life. Find us on YouTube, Upperboards, and SoundCloud. We have got big ideas just waiting for you. With voices young and stories bold, together we shine, together we grow. It's Talk Time with Little Scholars. This is a project of Excellence Foundation for South Sudan. Let's build a world where young minds flow. Hello everyone, today our topic is going to be on food hygiene, and we are here with some little scholars, and they're going to tell us what do they understand about food hygiene and what does it mean, why is it important for people in our society and the community to make sure that they take care of the food that they eat, and how should they keep that food in a way that it is proper for people to eat and the community at large and families and all those that are living together. So here they're first going to tell us their names, then we shall continue with our topic.
My name is Jidon Wane. I am in primary 8.
My name is Marlene Kapoki. I am in P8.
My name is Luis Lado. I am in primary 8.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm with Lado, Marlene, and Gideon. Okay, thank you very much for sparing time and for coming for this interview. As you have heard our topic, we are going to talk about food hygiene. First of all, you're going to tell us, what do you understand about food hygiene in your own words?
Food hygiene is the keeping of food in a good condition.
The keeping of food in good condition for a long period of time.
It's the practice of keeping food for a long period of time without decomposing.
Okay, as they have said that it is a process of keeping food for a long time without going bad. You have taught us that food hygiene means keeping food to stay for a long time without going bad. Why should we wash our hands before eating or cooking food? Why should a person wash their hands before eating or cooking food?
We should wash our hands before eating because maybe you have been playing or you have come from the toilet and then there is some germs, and then as we all know that germs is located in our entire environment, so we must wash our hands to
remove the germs.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That is so Marine, you're going to tell us also, why should we wash our hands before eating, or when you're going to cook food? You cook food, right, when you're at home. So before you're cooking food, you make sure that you wash your hands. Why do you do that?
We wash our hands to prevent diseases like cholera so that it will not affect us.
We wash our hands to remove the germs that are found in our fingernails and to prevent diseases from infecting us.
Thank you very much. We have heard that we wash our hands in order to remove germs, to avoid infections like cholera and so other things. So when you go to the toilet, it is important to wash our hands. Why do we need to wash fruits and vegetables before eating them? Like when you buy from the market, there are some people who just buy them and then somebody just comes and eat, or you buy from the market, you don't bother to wash the fruit, you just eat the mango without washing it, or any other fruit that you have bought. So why is it important for people who are hearing you? Why do they need to wash those fruits before they eat them?
Like in the market there, it is overcrowded, and then some people are coming and they will pick the fruit and then they will ask, how much is this? Sometimes they will not pay and they will return the fruit. And then you will come there, you will not know anything. You will buy the fruit, but someone before has touched it, and then it must be washed.
Thank you very much, Gideon. And you, Marlene?
We shall wash the fruit before eating because the fruits are having germs. When the people are cutting it from the tree over, they are not washing it. That's why you used to wash fruits.
Wash fruit in order to remove the dust that have accumulated on them by the roadside or to the people who are selling it.
Thank you very much. So you have heard that we wash our fruits parts before eating to remove the dust, to remove the germs, or somebody has touched and then you come and buy it. So you have to first wash that fruit. You don't know what was in somebody's hands. Thank you very much for your contribution. What can happen if we eat that or spoiled food? What can happen?
It might cause food poisoning, and then you might even have sometimes diarrhea. That's the cause, that when you eat a rotten food or a poisonous.
Thank you very much. That is Gideon. And you, Louis?
If we eat a rotten food, will cause us diarrhea and sometimes may lead to cholera.
The poisoning food, if you eat it, will make illnesses in the stomach like diarrhea or running stomach.
Okay, thank you very much. They have said when you eat a food that is spoiled or dirty, it will lead to diarrhea or maybe something like that. So that's why it is very important to eat something that is not spoiled or rotten. Why shouldn't we eat food that has fallen on the floor? Like maybe you are eating, there is a saying that goes that be like African jams are very slow and you pick and you eat. Why do you think that it is not very correct to pick a food that is fallen down, Gideon?
And that's the bad thing. Maybe someone has urinated there before, and Africans they like urinating anywhere anyhow. The food will maybe fall on a urine, and then you will come and pick it. You that you don't know, and then you will eat it. That's a bad thing. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. And you, Ladu?
When we eat the food that has fallen down, germs live in our entire environment like a soil, contaminated object plus water. When you pick the food full of soil and then you eat it, may lead to some kind of diseases like ulcer and this one.
Food has fallen down, then you eat it. Sometimes the soil has diseases like cholera, some diseases like
It's okay, well, then you leave them.
Then if you eat it, you'd call to this is not good.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. Gideon said sometimes the floor is dirty. Somebody, Ladu, said that a floor is not good because sometimes you get a contaminated food which leads to diarrhea from both of them. So thank you very much. What happens if we don't store food properly? Like if your food is not kept in a proper place, what happens?
If you do not put food in a proper place, like sometimes it might get rotten. That's why you have to put food.
If we don't store our food well, it will decompose and will produce bad smell. And if a person need to cook, he must handle the food well, and he or she must make sure that he covered the hair.
You can store food in a good place by covering it. If you do not cover food, then leave it in a dirty place, or the food will decompose, and that is not good.
You say that food, when it is not kept in a proper place, it may get rotten, it may get spoiled. And why is it important to check the expiry date on food packages? Like when you go to a supermarket, you don't just go and buy things, or you go to the market when you're shopping, you don't just pick something. You first check the expiry date. Why do you have to check the expiry date of that food product, Gideon?
It's important to check the expiry date of your food because sometimes when you have cooked a food that is this one has expired, sometimes the taste, even if you taste it, it won't it won't taste like before. Like that's what I'm saying.
It is important to check the expired date of a food because first, if you do not check, you buy it like this. When eating, you don't know that will eat carbon dioxide because the food which I stored in bottles like soda are used with carbon dioxide, which is not good for our health. That's why it's very important to check the expired date.
Thank you. And you, Marley?
It's very important to check the expired date because if you bought something from a supermarket, you do not check the expired date, then you come and eat it, because you will be sick. Then that is not good for a health of human being.
Thank you very much. So it is important to check the expiry date before you eat or before you pick the food in order to prevent diseases or something like that. Or maybe you bring something that is not good, you cook it and you don't know that it is expired, which will lead to some health complications later. Thank you very much for your contribution. What should we do before and after handling raw meat and fish?
One thing that we should do is that we should first preserve the food, like before cooking it. Yes, that's the thing.
And you, Ladu?
To make sure that we handle our food in the proper way, we must ensure that our fingernails are short and our hands are clean. And the most important part, you must cover your hair so that to avoid your hair to fall into the food.
To keep the fish in good condition, you must first wash your hand, then you must take care of the fish that is in good condition. Preserve it.
So you must make sure that the food is in good condition. So you have to wash your hand before handling that food and then after handling the food. Okay, thank you very much. What if we eat food that has been left uncovered? What happens if we eat that food that has been left uncovered?
If we eat the food that is uncovered or is not preserved, may lead to stomach problems such as dysentery, diarrhea, and cholera.
Thank you very much.
Sometimes when you leave your food uncovered, maybe a fly has come from the toilet there, has come and land on your food. So you will eat something that you don't know. So that's why it is good for us to cover our food before eating.
Okay, and you, Mark?
It's not good to leave food uncovered because like this and 4F is going to feces, food, lice, and fingers. It's not good.
Thank you very much. That is is Marlene, and that brings us to the end of our interview. But before we go, we have our last question, which is how can we tell if a food has gone bad or is unsafe to eat? Gideon.
If you see like a food, first from the smell, you will know that that food is not good. And even when you like carry it like up like this, sometimes it feels sticky. That's why, yes.
Thank you very much. And you, Louis?
A food that has decomposed is not good. First of all, it will produce badly smell, and secondly, it will remain sticky. Like if a cake has remained for a long period of time, you come and divide it like this, you will find something like this one, like mucus inside there, sticky, and this one, yes, it becomes.
Thank you. And you?
If a food, if you see it is not good, but it has bad smell, and if you like okra, if you make it, it's sitting not good. Let's take it like this, and it's not good.
So that's how you tell that the food is not safe and it has gone bad. You said it will have a bad smell. Some of it, when you touch it, it is sticky. Something like cakes, preservative, the one that maybe you bought from the supermarket and it has expired. Maybe you didn't see the expiry date. You say that when you try to divide it, it will be sticky. Okay, thank you very much. What is your last word for somebody that is hearing you right now? What will you tell them about food hygiene, Gideon?
Right now, we have to like this one, practice food hygiene because it is good for our health and it keeps germs away.
And you, lad?
We have to practice food hygiene because most of the people are dying silently because they are eating food which are unsafe for their health.
And you, Mari?
We need to eat good food or this one because our health will be good.
Thank you very much. As you have heard their last remark that we need to eat a healthy food and put food hygiene into practice to make sure that we stay healthy as a community in whatever thing that we are going to do. And before, they said that washing hands is very important while cooking food, and also washing our fruit and vegetables before they are eaten. And also, food has gone bad, it is not good for us to eat that food, so we need to check our food items, what we buy from the market, how do we store it, how do we eat it, and the places where we keep our food, we make sure that we keep them in a proper condition at home to make sure that what we are eating is clean and it is healthy for our family and for ourselves and for the community. It also somebody that is concerned with food production, so you need to also provide something that is healthy for the community, for them to live in a health condition. Thank you very much for sparing your time and for coming for this interview and for giving your contributions to the community. It will be beneficial to those that are hearing you and also apply what you have said into their lives, hence improving our community. Thank you very much, and we have to say goodbye for now until our next episode. You have been listening to Talk Time with Little Scholars, where young minds speak loud and proud. Catch us every Saturday on YouTube, Upperbots, and SoundCloud, brought to you by the Excellence Foundation for South Sudan, giving children a voice, one episode at a time.